Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And welcome back to another edition of New Makeup Nonsense Bingo. Bwah, bwah, bwah. New Makeup Nonsense Bingo is my little brainchild, and it is one part Will I Buy It, one part anti-haul, one part bingo game, and one part drinking game. Tonight, we have the pink bubbly again. If you are new around here, you may or may not know that New Makeup Nonsense Bingo is something that quite a few creators do, and I'm often putting out videos in collaboration with some of my friends. Teresa is Dead is the original collaborator and friend who I started doing these videos with. We also have Audra at Home, and sometimes we have Lacey, Spooky Lips, and Fat Hips. And whoever happens to be uploading videos today, along with myself, will be linked in the description box. Not only is this a fun friend collaboration video, but New Makeup Nonsense Bingo has a whole community playlist that is also going to be linked right below the videos. And I would highly encourage y'all to go check out the community playlist. It's full of creators, big and small, doing these videos. And if you are a creator and you are inspired, do the video. You have my permission, my blessing, whatever you want to call it. I love seeing everyone join in to do these videos, and you could do it whatever way you want. There are no rules, but if you want the bingo cards, they are linked in the description box as well. Now, the last couple of New Makeup Nonsense Bingo rounds, it's been a slow release time, but this week, we got some things to talk about. Because there is a wealth of new releases to talk about, I'm going to show them to you on the screen while I open my bubbly, and then we're going to go back to our standard format of randomly picking and hoping to hit bingo. Everyone grab a drink and take a look at the multitude of options we have this week. Cheers, friends, and let's get started. Okay, let's do this. Let's just get started. Let's get started. Multichrome Eye Pencils. Have y'all seen these? Oh wait, hold please. A little room for some photos. So Sugar Drizzle Polish, their handle, which is their handle on Instagram, has revealed these Multichrome Eye Pencils. They are launching, they're already available. They launched on Saturday. They are going to be $10 each, or you can get all 6 colors for $58. Now, when these first started getting shown around, they were swatched on like black paper, and they look pretty fucking cool. When I saw the swatches on actual skin, it's just not for me. Like, I actually don't think $10 is a bad price for eye pencils, because I say this all the time, broken record, I have asshole waterlines, and so like a lot of times only the more expensive pencils or gel potted liners will actually stay in my waterline. I'll spend $25 on an eye pencil. Like, it is what it is. These, though, I'm going to wait for reviews. I know Millie, Bad to the Brow, also like Multichrome Royalty, is receiving these pencils, I believe, in PR, and I'm sure lots of people that I follow are going to be picking them up. They look beautiful and interesting, but they don't look... I'm a slut for multichrome, and these just didn't quite get makeup dick hard. So I'm not saying anything negative about the pencils themselves because I don't know, but they're just not quite for me. But there's some pretty eye candy. I don't mind seeing them in the Instagram feed. I'm cool with that. I'm a single eyeshadow lover. It takes quite a bit for me to get excited about a palette. But this... Okay, I'm going to take a moment, take a drink. Notoriously Morbid has a new palette called Absinthe and Lace. It's already available. It's 12, there are 12 shades and it's $45. Now, when I look at the palette itself, it's pretty, but it was the swatches that did it for me. The bright green, the bright pink, all of the different shimmers. It's a little teeny bit grungy, maybe, but wow. I'm very sad because I was already ready to purchase it, to say, put it on my face. It's not available. I think it's sold out, and they are only considering a re-release. Notoriously Morbid, if for some reason you find this video, please bring it back. Please. Pretty please. I'm asking as nicely as I possibly can muster up. I will give you my money for your eyeshadows. Please and thank you. Tipsy Emily, pop it in to say, if you're new around here and you like colorful makeup, a fuck ton of opinions, and cute fat babes in general, you should go ahead and subscribe. You won't regret it. Okay, I feel like it's the it's the new makeup nonsense bingo edition where I want all of the palettes. Yeah, I don't know who I am. So Nabla Cosmetics has released more in their Cutie 6-pan eyeshadow palettes. The Cutie collection has 2 new 6-pan palettes. There is the Cutie palette Midnight, inspired by Starry Nights and the creative universe of art. And then the Cutie palette Analog, formed by timeless nuances, diffused light, focus shifts, and sea glimmer. I mean, that description sounds very, very cute, but it's the first palette that, of course, is drawing me in. Actually, I don't even want to say of course, because I'm not in particular a blue eyeshadow lover. It's not at the top of my list of my favorite colorful eyeshadows to wear. But this little 6-pan, there is something so pretty about it, and like, this is what I want to see Nabla do more of. Like, give me actual color in the 6-pan. And yes, there's like a more neutral shimmer, but there looks like there is like a more pastel tone and then a deeper tone and then 2 beautiful like jewel tone shimmers and 1 more iridescent. I don't need this blue tone palette. Absolutely do not. But if that Cutie palette ever goes on sale, as I know Nabla likes to do every once in a while, I could fall prey to it. I don't need it, but drunk me might buy it. We finally landed upon a palette that it's a no from me. KKW Beauty has a new camo collection that has a 12-pan eyeshadow palette for $52, eye crayons for $18 each, semi-matte liquid lipsticks for $22, highlighters for $26. You can get the full collection for $270. Besides the fact that KKW's target market and me are on the opposite ends of the universe, you know, you would think a palette that has shades of green in it would suck me in, would get me to, like, maybe make a purchase. I don't want anything military themed. And, like, one of the eyeshadow pencils is called Take Cover. No, I mean, camo in general is not incredibly inspiring to me, but like combining military, anything, you see my discomfort. I can't. We're just gonna drink and move on and call this a bundle deal no one wants, because the repetition in tones between the eye pencils, between some of the highlighters, like, no. Buy the palette. Pick out some items if you want, but to spend $270 on a collection like this, don't do it. So, Maybelline has a new 4-in-1 Glow Perfector. I don't know what 4-in-1 means because it says prime, conceal, and highlight. I should, like, everything about this I should be excited about. It's like drugstore budget priced. It's glowy. It looks like it might be coming for the whole Hollywood flawless filter, art, glow lust, etc., etc. I just don't trust Maybelline. And I don't know where that comes from. But I also haven't tried one of their complexion products in ages, like since Fit Me days, which was 3-4 years ago. Yeah, so I'm going to await more information. I will not be the first person to try this product, let's just say that. Now, if I see a handful of good reviews, sure, I will be that sucker that buys it. But I don't want to be the first person to try products these days. I also don't... I'm just going to say it because I want a spot on the bingo card. This feels like a complexion release with a bad shade range. Because if that's what you showed us in the sneak preview, I don't trust it. Can somebody explain how Melt Cosmetics went from smoky green grungy looks to this? I mean, it's like they hired Teresa, but Teresa as Anne to make this palette. Now I know that brunette, that spelling is a reference to alcohol. So they're like, no, we're still edgy. You're the cool mom.
If you need anything, don't be shy, okay? There are no rules in this house. I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. Right, Regina?
Please stop talking.
Not only is this palette boring me to tears, to sleep, to sadness, but it's so incredibly pale. It's an 8-pan palette, and like almost half of it is incredibly pale. Speaking of alcohol, I just need to drink the thought of the brunette palette away. Emily has a moment to think has a better spot on the bingo card for Melt. Because that Melt brunette palette is giving me major give us nothing energy. And while I was going to call it an Anne palette, and it still is an Anne palette, it deserves, it belongs on the give us nothing spot on the card. Speaking of Anne palettes, whatever, I'm going to call it what it is. BH Cosmetics has added onto their travel series, taking us to new destinations like Paris and Puerto Rico and Tulum. So the Pretty in Paris palette is a 16 pan palette that's like neutrals with blues and grays and purples. It's not super neutral. I would say it's like a good balance between like neutral and cool tones. And then the Party in Puerto Rico palette has oranges, reds, pinks, and then the Tanned in Tulum is a face palette with 6 shades of bronzers and highlights. BH always does this to me. I feel like they either release something that makes me go, oh, fuck yeah, BH, yeah, I want that. Or they make me go, BH, try again next time, BH. And this is major, try again next time, BH. I know that, like, a lot of Anns are not going to be like, oh my god, I want to wear orange eyeshadow. But anytime I see, like, an orangey red neutral eyeshadow palette, I still think it's a very Ann thing because Morphe and Modern... I watched... I was about to say Modern Renaissance, but it wasn't because I watch Australian creators, because I watch Nisi Pisa. Anyway, whenever I see really warm tone neutral palettes, I just still feel like it's an Ann palette, so I'm going to call it that. Okay, and we're going to move on because I feel like I have fully embarrassed myself. So Kimchi Chic Beauty has released new Cheeky Threesome blush trios. It looks like there are 4 colorways, just a pinch, apple bottom cheeks, Bonita Senorita, and Royal Flush. So I'm sure that I have some bias because I purchased the lighter of the 2 blush trios from Artist Couture, but this release does give me major copycat vibes. I also think it's because I feel like Kimchi Chic is like, they've kind of done that with the whole heart-shaped blushes. I don't know. Am I reaching? I don't know. I'm a blush slut. So I like seeing blush trios. So I'm not mad about it. But it does feel a little bit like it's taking from something that was just recently released. I don't know. It's not saying I would never buy them, though, because I would consider purchasing them. Because, again, me and blush forever and ever. Anyway, they're cute. Besame has a new princess collection with Disney, or in collaboration with Disney. It is the ultimate princess celebration. It includes all of your favorite characters in a series of 12 pieces. Each set includes a refillable enameled metal compact and a matching lipstick. And each set is $125. I feel like I might be taking Makeup Struggle's place of yelling out to street traffic because these motherfuckers tonight, the amount of what the fuck you, shut the fuck up that I've yelled in less than an hour of filming. No one can replace Makeup Struggles. But the thing that I am pissed off about, because I always have to be pissed off about something, or multiple things, is that there's only 500 units of each set. So the likelihood of me getting any of these is nil. Yeah. I mean, and I also realize it's the same shit, just new packaging. But the concept of actually finally buying like a compact that I might want to refill that theoretically is, you know, weighty and nice enough to do that just tempts me constantly. Anyway, let me know. Like, what do y'all think about this, like, once a month, 12-month release thing? Because I know brands have they've done it with Zodiac and Gemstones, and, like, I do kind of hate it. I'm also kind of tempted. I'm torn. But it is same shit, new packaging. It's just, I'm sometimes a sucker when it comes to nostalgia. Don't get me wrong, if they come out with a collection like this for the villains, I will do terrible, bad, filthy things for an Ursula themed set. Mark my words. So, you know how I said that, like, there are a lot of palettes this time that I'm interested in? Laura Lee Los Angeles has released a new Candy Skies collection. It includes a 14-pan eyeshadow palette and 2 glosses. It's available now. I want this palette a lot, and okay, I did it. I bought it. Yeah, I bought the palette. I was literally gonna sit here and be like, tell me if I should get it or not. But I bought it. Who knows when I will receive it? But this Candy Skies palette, there is something about the grungy blue-brown with the pastels with the brighter tones. I really like it. I do. And so I bought it. I've been saying forever, like, I want to see brands do colorful palettes, but colorful palettes with interesting color stories. And 14 pans is right on the edge of, like, a palette that's kind of too big for what I prefer. But they did some interesting colors. And I feel like even though it edges into being a rainbow palette, it's not a rainbow palette. So, yeah, I bought it. I think it's really pretty. The story behind it is also really sweet because it's in collaboration with, I think it's her niece that she adopted. So perhaps that made me feel a little bit better. I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts, though. Like, what do you think about this palette? Because, like, I think it's pretty cute. Obviously, because I bought it. The other funny part about it is that with buying that pastel, bright, grungy palette from Laura Lee, I hit bingo as well. Yeah, so there's actually a lot of good shit to talk about today. I mean, I'm glad I'm not talking about all of it because doing that last video was terrible and not as fun as it sounds. But there was a lot of good releases this time around. So if there was anything that I didn't talk about that you saw in the initial overview that you would like to hear my thoughts about, definitely leave a comment. I have some wine that I'm going to go finish off camera. And we're just going to enjoy all of the fun, colorful makeup that I'm super excited to see. It's definitely time to go because I'm drunk. And we've been here long enough. So thank you very much, friends. Quick reminder, if you are not yet subscribed, you should subscribe. If you are subscribed and you enjoyed this extra much, you can always perhaps check out my Patreon or my YouTube membership. You can check out my friends who are also putting up videos today as you are seeing this. And leave me a little love in the comment section. You know, I appreciate all of it. But most importantly, don't forget to take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday, because you are worth it. Bye, friends.